YouTube, what's going on? It's your favorite Misfit FM. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you're having a fantastic week so far and enjoying your weekend. Before hopping in today's post, make sure to like, subscribe, do all you can to support your favorite Misfit on YouTube. And as always, remember, Anime Japan's happening in March. Studio Pair is confirmed to be there. Basically, Anime Japan is like kind of a festival or a kind of a culture event where basically a lot of the studios that make a lot of animes, they come together to events in Japan. That is the convention center. They talk about what they got scheduled out for 2025 and beyond. So hopefully we get some news about Boruto, Naruto, whatever we can get from the SP guys. We'd love to hear more from them. But let's hop into chapter 18. Now, initially this chapter to me, I didn't really expect too much. I was just maybe gonna see some fights. We got some little beginning of fights happening, but a lot of just more building towards now. I guess chapter 19 will be more of like a fight heavy chapter because a lot of things are starting to pick up. Overall, I gave this chapter a 7.5 out of 10. Again, I don't think this chapter was anything too crazy. I think it gave us a lot of context and important stuff that we can definitely talk about. And the first thing I do want to highlight is Kawaki needs a W here. Kawaki throughout this kind of series of Boruto has kind of looked very weak and a lot of times way more than he needs to, and in a way I can start to kind of understand the why depending on how you see it. I know some people just like to troll and look at Kawaki and be like he's super weak. There's more to him than meets the eye. Now with Kawaki, I think what's going to happen with him now, if Amando actually follows up and gives him his full 100% powers, he's gonna look like a problem. And if you look at it now, the trends of how he's been shown in TBV Vortex is kind of like a, I guess, building arc for him, like a little mini, like to see if we can really get to a final boss version of Kawaki. So I'm hoping he becomes more of a badass and starts to do some really better things, because if not, you know, his weakness is kind of like really debilitating his character development. We need to see something that when he first got introduced, like I feel like that's what's going to happen. He's going to pop up during the fights and just go crazy. Like the way he was first introduced when he just came out of the capital, it was great. It was awesome. But now it's like we need to do that again for this teenage version of him and really start to reevaluate and kind of just flash out again what Kawaki's about, because we know he's a problem. We just need to see it again. Amando, again, I still don't trust him. No one trusts him. I don't think you even trust him. He's just not a trustworthy person. The fact that he has another clone, a resurrection vessel, great. You care for your daughter. We want to believe that. I want to believe that. But once again, he always doesn't feel like he's telling 100% the truth. So even if he does what he does and really follows up with what he's going to do with Kawaki, I still don't trust him in his endgame. I made the suggestion on Misfit Sasuke, made a post about it specifically that, hey, what if there's a world where, let's say Kawaki resurrects or attempts to do it with this clone resurrection vessel for Amando's daughter? Does this bring back this girl? I would love to, but what if it ends up bringing back some other Suzuki clan member that was also had his DNA imprinted into Kawaki? Because that is the worst case scenario. If Kawaki goes from, okay, I'm just doing this out of kindness of my heart, you know, just being a good man of my deal, a good man of my word, and then ends up bringing back some Suzuki clan member that he thought he can defeat easily, but now it cooks him and then becomes a bigger problem for us, and that's like an end game antagonist. But it's just a thought, not really anything concrete, just my theory. So don't think too much of it. Let's move on to my next take. For my next take, I'm pretty sure Konohmaru is cooked. Like, I want to believe that he's not cooked, but like, dude, Matsuri versus Konohmaru 101. I know who I'm taking, and I'm pretty sure I know who you were taking. And as much as I love Konohmaru, it's like the issue I'm having with this is Konohmaru clearly knew he shouldn't have said what he said. Like, Shikamaru warned him, like, yo, we gotta be ruthless. We gotta be some dogs. You gotta lie to protect yourself and also for the benefit of the village so that the plan works. But clearly, he got his emotions in the way, and that was kind of a common trend with both groups. Someone in the group emotionally kind of felt off, and that played a role in exposing the plan. For Konohamaru, it was himself. For Sadawa's group, it was, excuse me if I'm saying her name wrong, is Yodo? But Yodo was more obvious though, because it seems like her and Shinki, they're tight. I don't know if it was a relationship type, but it definitely they're tight because obviously they grew up with each other, so I get it. But you know, it sucks that the plan failed, but we all saw the plan failing. If you didn't see the plan failing, you're trolling. But you know, plans fail. Konohamaru might be cooked. He will definitely need help because there's no way he's beating Matsuri on his own, bro. If there's a world where he beats Matsuri on his own, bro, I will pay money to see it, bro. Because there's no way he's doing this in a one-on-one fight. He needs help. Whoever will help him, I don't know. I feel like that's a good way to help for Kawaki to come out of nowhere and help him. But if not, Konohamaru might be cooked. He might be the fodder for the example I've been saying about, hey, we need to see someone end up getting absorbed by their target, and Konohamaru is looking prime suspect for one of that. So hopefully, well, hopefully that doesn't happen. But if it does happen, I've been kind of saying it for a while, that is a world that it could happen to him. Someone's going to get killed here. It's either it was Konohamaru, and I think at the time people were saying Gara, because Gara's still sealed away, kind of slowly dying. So something that just to kind of remember. Lastly, let's talk about Ryu for a second, because he's a menace. He's a problem. Obviously, I said that before. I forgot Iron Sand, if you gets attached to you, it can affect your body movements. And to see just like, again, the fact that he showed his thorn bell that easily, because like, bro, I was like, why are you guys falling for this? Like, this is too easy. Like, I get it, plot armor, whatever, but it's like, Ryu, you know, a lot of us been saying he's this generation's Toby with the way his personality set up, because he's not dumb. He's very smart. It just, he doesn't show it as much. And when he does show it, dude's on demon time. And he clearly was like, okay, now I see how you guys are really about. And from the moment he sensed the bloodlust, bro, it was chalk. Like, he knew something was wrong here. Bloodlust in a shinobi, you were literally trained to suppress that stuff. And the fact that they couldn't, Yodo, again, I love you. Love the design of your character. Your personality, I mean, is it 50-50? But like, dude, you can't be there. And you can't be that emotional. Especially when it's a life and death situation. You're a shinobi, you're trained to suppress that stuff. And I do agree with some other takes about that stuff, because it's very important. So it was bound to fail. The plan was bound to fail. I don't know what Kaijin was thinking with this plan. I think he knew it was gonna fail, but this was the best team to put together for it so it does fail. Can back it up. They have a squad to kind of successfully maybe win. The one thing I do want to highlight is Arya's little sword, his iron sealing sword. Very cool. Love that. I love when side characters, and I'm gonna go on a little rant here. I love when side characters are getting some love, getting some power ups, because we need to develop the side characters when the main characters on the bench. I'm okay with Boruto being on the bench. I've seen him enough in this chapter, in this series pretty much so far. Give him a couple chapters off. I'm fine with that. Build our side characters up. We need to see what's going on outside of the main so that we can really build the world around us. And this scene side character development, I love that. And for Arya to get that sword, phenomenal. Keep it up. You know, let's see what happens to other prominent side characters as well. Again, there's a world where Konohamaru could win. I'm just saying, it just would be crazy how he would do it. So I feel like he has to play with the emotions with Matsuri to win this. Because if he doesn't, Mochi is cooked. He's cooked. So hopefully, you know, we can figure something out with that, because Konohamaru, you're not looking good, buddy. That's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you checking out the video. Try to make them more shorter so they're more consumable, so that you can go in and out pretty quickly. I appreciate you guys checking out my content. Make sure to check out the shorts as well. Always want to be posting them. Trying to get that more daily vibes going, but we'll see how that goes. But thank you guys so much. Take care. Enjoy the rest of the weekend, and I'll see you next weekend.